KILR KILR Games.
Hello gamers, simmers, and pilots. I am the Killer Gamer, and welcome to my world tour featuring Flight Simulator 5.1 for DOS, which we are playing in DOSBox because it's a boss. Alright, so we are here at Peoria International, Greater Peoria, that is.
Ground bus, 21 from TWA hangar. Bus approved. Roger.
And we've got our ATC going.
Philippine 136, can we make a right turn here? That's correct. Okay.
And this is going to be, some of it will be generic, but I've also put in ATC that is specific to the areas that we're going to.
Canada 793 Heavy is clearly active for 21. Canada 793 Heavy, taxi to the gate.
Alright, let's go ahead and talk about where we're going to be going here. Okay, so here we are. We're right here at Greater Peoria, and we got a little bit of a flight. We're going to be going right here to Quad City. So we're all set. Now, Quad City, well, Greater Peoria and Quad City, these airports are not, they're not actually in Flight Simulator 5.1. So these are downloaded from flightsim.com, and it's pretty good. I mean, thank goodness that he's put some work and effort into these sceneries, because without him I'd have to build it all on my own. Which is okay, because I've been reading up on my scenery and object designer. I actually have 2 copies of this, because the first copy I've got did not have a manual in it. And you really need to have a manual. I was able to figure out some of it on my own, but there's a lot of little nooks and crannies and stuff like that in regards to the programming. It really helps to have the manual. And I'm not going to rip on the guy that sold it to me. He didn't really misrepresent it. He said it was, you know, it's in the box. He didn't know that there was going to be a manual in there. He figured it would just be like on the disc itself, because a lot of things kind of were. And I don't know if I agree with that around that time period, but that's okay. I felt he was being honest. I didn't leave him a negative, so I just got 2 copies of it. Maybe I'll give away a copy. Won't have a manual in it, but yeah. So if we start getting more viewers, maybe I'll give away the copy. I don't know. We'll see. Or trade. I'd be actually more interested in a trade. So if you would like it, and you've got something that you'd like to trade with it, I would be interested. Something that I don't have that we can use with Flight Simulator 5. Or, you know, we can use it for Flight Simulator 98 or something. But I'll tell you what I really want. I want Europe 3. Okay? I've got Europe 1 and Europe 2. In case you're wondering, it's also by Apollo, right? This one here. I've got 1 and I've got 2. This is like brand new. I need 3. Because 3 is going to cover England and stuff. We've got a little ways before we get there, but I'd like to get that on my collection now rather than later, because I'd like to be prepared when we get it. So If you've got it, I'll trade you. Let's work something out. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and take this off the screen, and we'll go ahead and set up our radios. So that way, because we don't have a GPS or anything on this. I don't know. Did they make a GPS for Flight Simulator 5? Can't remember actually. I think you can get FS Clouds to work on Flight Simulator 5. I don't know if Flight Director worked on it, but it's okay. It's not like we really absolutely have to.
R2, have your clearance. Showing Champaign to Roberts to Champaign for maintenance test flight. Is that correct?
Yeah, see? There's a local one for you.
R2, clear to Champaign Airport as filed. Maintain 3,000. Expect 14,000. 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 121.35. Squawk 4365.
Okay, for R2 as filed, up to 3, 140 and 10, 121.35, 4365.
R2, read that correct.
Champaign traffic envoy maintenance 8 Alpha Echo or at Alpha 4 be repositioning Alpha 6. Champaign area traffic, please advise.
Night cargo 1612 would like to go ahead and cancel IFR.
Night cargo 1612 IFR cancellation is received. No observed traffic in Danville Airport. Change to advisory frequency is approved. You have a good day.
Have a good day, cancel.
I'm not sure why they're saying Champaign traffic. Let me see here. Did I put the right WAV files in there?
Morning, clearance Frontier 382, looking to go to Salt Lake City with Kilo.
Frontier 382, clear to Salt Lake City Airport. Beetle 3 departure, Milford transition, then as filed. Maintain 17,000. Departure frequency will be...
I'm not sure what files I have for Champaign.
1305.
I was pretty sure I put Peoria in there.
Vita 3 departure, Milford transition as filed. 17 and 133.95, 1305.
Frontier 382, readback is correct. You come out of gate 23?
22, that's correct.
Thank you and have a good flight.
Thank you.
There you go, there you go.
I
think we're on flight service, possibly.
Clear to Reno Airport, awaits 1 departure, BD transition, then as filed. Maintain 17,000. Departure frequency will be 125.9 squawk 6764.
Peoria 172 is cleared to Reno via the Oasis 1 departure, BD transition as filed. Maintain 17,000, 125.9 squawk 6764. We're at Alpha 1 with Kilo.
Peoria 172, thank you. The readback is correct. Have a good flight.
Have a good day. Roger, 297, I'd like to check on our flow control to San Fran.
Call and clearance, who was that, please?
That was United 2097 to San Francisco.
2097, Roger. We have pre-departure clearance. I show company accepted, Charlie 8.
Okay, thanks. International Airport departure information November.
Okay, I've got our nav radio set. We'll be following the 310 radio, and once this needle gets closer, we should be seeing Quad City.
Without pre-departure clearance, contact clearance delivery on 118.0. VFR aircraft, state your destination and requested altitude. On initial contact, advise you have information. November.
Code 4, contact departure 125.82.
Alright, let's go ahead and get ready here.
442 Peoria Tower, runway 22, clear to land, wind 28017.22. First order, do you require any assistance at this time? First 42, turn right, runway 31, right in Alpha, and back to the parking via Alpha.
I think we were having a problem with some of the textures not loading up before. I think they are now, ever since I've installed the aircraft scenery designer, because I've noticed that some stuff seems to be working now where they didn't before. I think those white banners were supposed to be trees. have no idea if I'm on the... I think this is the runway. We'll just go on the runway.
Got 4741, Gary Carlson on the PC,
Kind of center ourselves up here.
4741, right at the end, back to the parking by Alpha Echo Delta, off on 003 Heavy, 827 is occupied, just make the left turn on uniform and hold.
Left turn on uniform and hold.
Ground United 1286 Heavy, push back at gate 74, Norman 5. United 1286, push back for 25. Roger.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and switch to tower by bringing our flaps down into takeoff position. That should change our radio if it hasn't already.
5100, good night.
I'm going to check.
Back to the parking by Echo 1, crossing my 130,
There it is.
Echo 1, cross the runway with you, UPS 9823.
919, that is the helicopter departing at this right side of the place of number 23 staying west.
It sounds like tower.
Wind 280,
Making sure I have my flight manuals. Like this one. The real ATC. I'm just checking to make sure that it changed. Yep, 118.40 is tower. Well, we should be hearing some tower stuff from Peoria. I'd like to be able to hear, like, Peoria, you know, someone referring to Peoria. I have been able to get this tied in to Flight Simulator 98, working with ProFlight 98, which is really nice because of the module. One, they're both adventures, but the module allows it to tie it together into one adventure, and they don't step on each other. So you'll get your ATC commands from ProFlight 98, but the chatter won't play at the same time. And the chatter with ProFlight 98 will mix in with the chatter from this. It sounds great, actually. It's really, really nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and get ourselves up on the air.
Got 4919, turn right again, back to the parking by Alpha Echo Delta, cross line 1.
Right, yeah, and Alpha, Echo, and Delta, the runway, 49.
Here, we can talk about turn tail, turn airport.
What the heck was that? Okay, thank you very much.
Right at Alpha, back to the parking by Alpha 56, right to Delta.
Yeah, I'm not seeing those banners now.
That was 5233.
We're on a good vector too. We should intersect with this either as we're going to it or when we're going from it. So we're doing good.
Alpha Echo Delta Skywest. And verify clearing is off the runway Skywest.
Once we pass through 2000, it should change the radio. We've got a 56-mile flight ahead of us. Which means we'll be able to go over this again. Go over some more information for that. I'm going to click the transponder here, because if that changes, nobody cares. And I've noticed that I'll hit a key and it'll mess up or something.
Flight 1 Peoria, approach down. Flight 1 radar contact Peoria, altimeter 2984.
What the heck is the inner light for? I'm not near an airport. I didn't think I was close. I can see some clouds. I think the sun's coming up. That's annoying. Man, I hope that thing stops.
Cherokee 699er traffic, 9 o'clock, 3 miles westbound, altitude indicates 1,000.
Alright, it's changed. We should be on departure now.
Cherokee 699er traffic altitude indicates 1,000.
And that sounds like a stall thing. We're stalling!
Tapping departure line at 46 Delta, we'd like to depart this hold on a heading of 090.
Alright, we need to change
a couple
here.
miles and then come back in for another hold at Fields, except with the inbound leg on the northwest of Fields.
Line 46 Delta, maneuver your discretion and advise when you're ready to come back in for the hold.
46 Delta,
Line 46 terminal, fly heading 260.
Line 46 Delta, we'd like to turn back west and enter a hold at Fields on the north side.
There it goes.
Line 46 Delta, maintain VFR at above 3,500, and I just want to confirm now you want to hold on the northeast side of the field?
That is correct, Line 46 Delta.
Roger, ready to taxi. Line 558, contact tower 120.4. 558. Alana 558.
Whoa, that was a big turn there. I'm thinking that road over there with the lights are heading to Quad City with Kilo.
After 04 Hotel, proceed direct to Scola, runway 14 left at Bravo, clear for takeoff.
Set the takeoff 14 left at Bravo, make the right turn direct to Scola for 04 Hotel.
Okay, this should be good. Alright, so let's continue where we left off in regards to Flight Simulator 5.1. We were talking about Flight Simulator's new features. So let's talk about the differences of this and Flight Simulator 5.0. Man, that's loud. Okay, so 5.1 comes on CD-ROM. 5.0 was only floppy disk. So with the advent of cheap CD-ROM drives, it was only natural that disk-gobbling scenery for the world be put on compact disc. The CD-ROM version of FS 5.1 now includes extensive worldwide scenery so that you can fly over the 7 continents, see mountains and other terrain, and visit cities around the world. Unfortunately, it doesn't give you a lot of airports. So like Iowa only has 1 airport. Wisconsin, which we'll be going through, only has 1 airport. Or 2, sorry. So, but it's got tons of nav radios. They've got like the VORs in there. So you can navigate, but there's hardly any airports. They had to make it sparingly so that way you could travel around the world. But that's okay. We can download airports that people have done, and that gives us a chance to showcase their work. We must be in a cloud. I'll try to get out of the cloud here. And then I've got the aircraft scenery designer where I can just create an airport that isn't there. So we got plenty of opportunity here. In the Flight Simulator 5.1 CD-ROM, each continent is broken up into sub-areas. The CD-ROM performance boosters and FS 5.1 are first used to determine which sub-area you're in. I would love to get those boosters on the hard drive so I don't have to load up, because it wants you to have the CD-ROM in the drive every time. I made an image of my CD-ROM so that way I'm not putting unnecessary wear and tear on it. Then the scenery for that sub-area is copied from the slow CD-ROM to the cache directory on your faster hard drive. Only when you move to a new sub-area does more scenery need to be read in from the CD. Up until that point, the scenery is all loaded into the program from the cache directory on your hard drive. So it's kind of on the hard drive. Huh. I'm kind of flying off course here. We'll move over here a little bit.
CPS 753 Chicago Center, good evening.
I think we're with Chicago Center now.
Number 293 Chicago Center. After ND, fly the runway 22 left transition across ND, add and maintain 6,000.
So here's the thing. After you exit the program, the cache is wiped clean. When you move into scenery areas that are covered by add-on disks, the program automatically loads the proper scenery files and will prompt you, if necessary, to load the new CD-ROM scenery disk. It prompts me every time. Every time you start it, it prompts for the CD-ROM disk. BAO, B-A-O, has started the resolution of the world's scenery in the CD version of FS 5.1 is 32 times better than that of the floppy disk base version. It says of FS 5.1, which actually, as far as I remember, 5.1 was the CD version. 5.0 was the floppy. I think that might be a typo. Which is a compelling enough reason to purchase the CD-ROM version. I don't think it's necessary for us to do a world tour on 5.0. That's like doing a world tour on FSX base without the service packs on them. as far as I see it, 5.1 is a service pack to 5.0. It improves upon it, but it hasn't changed the version any, majorly. Scenery add-ons. You can now buy CD-ROM scenery add-ons that dramatically increase the available scenery for certain parts of the world. At the time of this writing, CD-ROM scenery was available for Las Vegas, got it, Europe, I got 1 and 2, and Hawaii, I got it. Floppy disk based scenery is available for the Caribbean, Japan, Paris, New York, got all those. Washington, D.C., I've got that one. I have to pull the information off the floppy, but I got it. And San Francisco. That one I don't have. I need San Francisco. As a matter of fact, I'm going to change the... We're going to lose our sound here. Oops. Oh, we still got our sound. Interesting. I'm going to change the graphic here. Huh. I was pretty sure that I took a picture of the San Francisco.
Gate 0 X-ray, turn left 820, verify when you have it.
Did I put it in Flight Simulator 98?
Gate 0 X-ray, here is Mike, is not turning about the and just continue.
Oh, come on, I know I had it. Okay. No, I don't have it. I was pretty sure I downloaded that. I was pretty sure I downloaded the picture. Let me try something else here. Okay, there it is down below the, right there. This is the one I'm looking for. Here, let's just make it bigger. I'm looking for that one. I need to have that one. Since we're not in San Francisco, I'm going to change this back to real ATC. Right there. I'm pretty sure I don't have San Francisco. Never mind, I do have it. Right there. I didn't think I had it. It's all on floppy disk. Let's see. Okay, Washington, D.C. is on floppy. It's like 6 floppy disks. There's like 6 of them. Maybe it comes on a CD. Let's see here.
Envoy 3696, clear visual approach runway 32 right, outside tower 120.4. This visual 32 right, 1.4 on the 3696. Cloud on this side of the field are 3900 for top.
Yes, it is floppy disk.
3696, roger, thanks. Captain Information Kilo, current altimeter 2980.
Right here. So it's 6 floppy disks for San Francisco and also for Washington.
3696, Champaign Tower, runway 32 right, clear the land, wind 260 at 15, just 210.
Yeah, so I've got to, I've got an old computer that my mom brought, and it's got a floppy drive, so I'm going to see if I can get it off of there.
GPS 61, contact Chicago Center, 121.27. Yeah.
So I have this, right? This is on CD-ROM. It comes with Japan, the Caribbean, and Hawaii. Japan is, or I'm sorry, the Caribbean is hard to find by itself.
785, turn 20 degrees to the
So
right.
if you get this, I've got two of them. I wasn't sure if I'd be able to find my other one. This is my box. This is the original box. You'll get Caribbean.
Copa 235, descend and maintain flight level 200.
Got my box for Flight Shop. Alright, I'm just going to put those back down here. I need to set up a shelving system so that way I've got, you know, flight simulator stuff behind me.
GPS 77, Chicago Center, roger.
We got 27 miles left.
Southwest 2388, connect Chicago's approach, 128.2.
I'm nearsighted, in case you didn't know. Okay, so there is also a large library of shareware scenery you can download from CompuServe's Flight Simulator Forum. Well, that's going to be a little difficult. I used to have CompuServe. That was the thing that I had. America Online's Flight Simulator Forum. Never had AOL. And from the internet at ftp.iup.edu in the Flight Simulator directory. Well, we won't get any of those anymore. But hold on.
Franco 660, thank you. Contact Chicago's approach, 125.0. See ya.
So these are all local ATC, so we can have that flavor.
Now through direct Rockford and cross 4-5 miles southwest of Rockford.
So a lot of the scenery that I'm getting is from flightsim.com. There is another site, I forgot the name of it, but I'm a member there too. Okay, so Scenery Manager. A new Scenery Manager lets you easily select and load your scenery. You can change the priority of certain scenery areas, which gives you the power to choose which scenery you would prefer to use for a given area. If you don't do it right, you wind up seeing two things in the same spot. Once you've done this, whenever you fly through your scenery areas, FS 5.1 will automatically load your preferred scenery files for you. What's more, FS 5.1 can handle scenery in multiple subdirectories on multiple disks and CDs. In tests at BEO, Bruce Artwick was able to access 800 BGL scenery files spread across 3 hard disks, a network drive, and a floppy. With new multiple CD-ROM players coming on the market, you can load more than one CD-ROM scenery add-on disk at the same time. Gone is the old 128 BGL file limit. Okay, that must have been 5.0. In the scenery subdirectory, that was the case for 5.0. This means that you can now build separate subdirectories to store unlimited amounts of scenery. Well, you're not going to see all that scenery at one time, so you could just unload certain stuff. I see something blinking over here. I don't think that's the airport, though. New low visibility hazing SVGA video driver. FS 5.1 comes with a new Super VGA video driver that allows you to modify visibility conditions. To load the special driver under the Options Preferences menu, click Display and choose for your graphics mode SVGA 640 by 400. Or if you're running at a lower resolution, SVGA 320 by 200 with haze. After doing this, you restart Flight Simulator 5.1, then select the World Weather menu option and click the Visibility. You'll see a list box in which you can reduce visibility from 40 miles all the way down to 1/16th of a mile. Note that haze palettes are not included with older scenery add-ons, such as San Francisco, Washington, D.C., New York, Paris, and Europe 1. So you won't be able to use the reduced visibility hazing features while using this scenery. That's interesting, I didn't know that. The default CD-ROM scenery, as well as the Las Vegas and Hawaii scenery add-ons, or any new scenery created after 1995,
Good evening.
have the new low visibility hazing palettes. See the low visibility illustrations in the color insert. How far are we? 20 miles? Yeah, we still got plenty to talk about. New weather manager improvements. Low visibility hazing, icing, new cloud types, better looking clouds, thunderstorm, and in-cloud turbulence, no rain, seasonal color changes. The stunning new low visibility Super VGA hazing drivers allow you to experience weather conditions that impair your cockpit view. See color insert. That could be anywhere. There are new broken cloud textures and thunderstorm visuals that you can create just by selecting the cloud type. You choose the cloud type by selecting the World Weather menu option, which will open the weather dialog box. If you click on the clouds button, then you can click on the create button. You'll find that there are now 11 different types of cloud types to choose from. User-defined, cirrus, cirrostratus, cirrocumulus, altostratus, altocumulus, stratocumulus, nimbostratus, stratus, cumulus, and cumulonimbus. For each cloud type, you can click on the new icing feature, which allows you to create dangerous icing conditions that will rob the aircraft of lift, and you can specify the turbulence level. Also available is a new cloud thickness effect, which you can toggle on from the Options, Preferences, Display Scenery Options dialog box. The cloud thickness will give you 3-dimensional clouds instead of the 2-dimensional clouds found in FS 5.0. Also, you can now experience in-cloud turbulence and thunderstorm, cumulonimbus, turbulence at 2 different intensities. Unfortunately, there are no rain showers yet. In addition, doesn't come until Flight Simulator 2000. In addition, time and season changes are reflected in the color of the scenery. If you start the Oakland approach 27 right landing approach situation and you select the World Time and Seasons menu option, then change the season from winter to summer, you'll notice a change in the landscape from brown winter colors to greener summer colors. Other areas of the world have similar seasonal color changes. Oakland, that's where the Amiga version is defaulted at. I don't know if that's the airport over there or not.
Copic 235, connect Chicago, approach 125.0.
What we got? 14 miles. More accurate 3D texture coastlines. Fractal generated coastlines with white-capped waves lapping at the shorelines are more convincing than in the previous version. And then you got major redesigns of LA, Seattle, and Munich default scenery. More buildings and other terrain features have been added. Autopilot keyboard shortcuts. New autopilot keyboard shortcuts make the autopilot much easier to use. And I think we'll stop right there.
GPS 785, connect Rockford approach 121.0. GPS and uniform Tango showing you entering an area of, there's a light, moderate, and heavy precipitation. Light starting present position for the next 10 miles, then it goes to moderate for about 8 miles. There is an area of heavy at 12 o'clock and about 15 miles, 5 miles in diameter, and then it goes back to moderate after that.
Whoops.
6 minutes over 97 on Tango, we get lower, we're kind of right on the bottom, and I think we can build a visual and get a little lower. Here, 74 Tango is going to maintain 3,000.
squawk 3234.
Bravo,
11 miles.
we
should be able to start seeing the airport.
20 miles and then kind of box you back around towards Peoria. Give me enough.
That's not it, is it?
One Nakamoko, 2,200 pounds, 4,000. Direct Waterloo, and we had just a straddler about 400. 5-6. Requested departure, radar contact line, maintain 10,000. 10,000, Bravo. GTA 7 Bravo, Alpha, contact Chicago Center, 118.75.
Might be it.
See ya.
See ya.
5 Bravo, go on. Set 5 Echo Call, 10,000, discussion, maintain 2,400. 5 Echo Golf, turn right, direct heavy. Right, direct heavy, 5 Echo Golf.
Let's go that direction and just see.
Here was on about a 5 to 6 mile final out of 2,000 feet. They picked up another. 5 Echo Golf, thanks. 5 Echo Golf, change advisor.
What that is? The red stuff in the background there?
Frequency, you're on the ground 128.0 with Rockford approach.
Atlanta 558, contact tower 120.4.
558. Accurate 04 Hotel. Proceed direct to SCOA. Runway 14 left at Bravo, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 1 left at Bravo, make the right turn direct to SCOA for 04 Hotel.
If we're within 9 miles, we should be able to see the airport. That's why I'm thinking it might be that one over there. That's the city, I think. That should be Moline.
Departure radar contact line, maintain 10,000. Good morning. 10,000 on for 3401.
Let me change this to 2.
43401, the last arrival into the Quantum Airport at Phoenix reported 6,600 about 10 minutes ago. Roger. 43401, contact Chicago Center, 118.75.
Okay.
Good day. 1875, take on 3401.
If we go at... I'm gonna aim this at 040.
5997, Velocity departure radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn right direct Quincy VOR. 10,000,
Let's see where that takes us.
5997, contact Chicago Center, 135.6, have a nice day.
There's something behind us.
Departure, good morning, John Deere 9, 1.5, contact 4050 heading. John Deere 96, Velocity departure, morning radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn left direct Waterloo. 10,000, 1 turn Waterloo, John Deere 96. John Deere 92, any trouble hearing this?
We heard Waterloo. That's actually a airport that we're planning to go to.
10 3 Bravo, Alpha deviation, 30 degrees left right, towards the group. Alright, 30 degrees left to right, 30 degrees on Alpha. 3 Bravo, Alpha, contact Chicago Center, 118.75, 5 degrees, gate in place. Alright, 118.75 left now.
The VOR is not that far away from the airport. We would get to the airport before we get to the VOR. I can't read this. So if we pass the VOR, then we've gone too far. We're only 7 miles away. Direction we're going, I don't think that would be Galesburg.
Citation 0, Lamento, contact Chicago Center, 118.75, good morning. 1875, 0 Lamento, good morning. And we went in at 4,800 solid layer. Right.
10-45 Papa, line of moderate and heavy precipitation starting about 10 miles northwest of the Moline VOR, spending additionally about 10 miles southeast of the Moline VOR. N245 Papa, cleared direct Peoria. 26355 comes out. Twin Swift 26355, Quad first bus altimeter 2965. And Command 245 Papa, to your RNAV Eclipse, would you be able to accept a route of direct Peoria direct to destination? And 245 Papa, clear to the I-69 airport direct
I think
Peoria.
we're going away from it. We are. This now says from. All right.
And that route will at least get you through the weather at my airspace.
Let's center this.
But that route looks good to my airspace.
Let's fly to the VOR then.
There's a light, moderate, and heavy precipitation.
Maybe that airport behind us was it.
10 miles, then it goes to moderate for about 8
All right,
miles.
276.
There is an area of heavy at 12 o'clock and about 15 miles, 5 miles in diameter, and then it goes back to moderate after that. Thanks for the info for 970 from Tango, and we get lower, we're kind of right on the bottom, and I think we can drill the vehicle if we get a little lower. Okay, so from Tango, it's going to maintain 3,000. 695, walk 3234. And so this side of the for your flying purposes, if you're going to keep you on this heading for about 20 miles and then kind of box you back around towards Getty, give me enough space. Good parking. You have 19 above, go 2,200 miles, 4,000. Direct Waterloo, and we head just to...
Okay, we should be heading directly there. Man, if we're heading at 272...
Contact line, maintain 10,000. 10,000, Bravo. ETA-7 Bravo, contact Chicago Center, 118.75. See ya.
Then we're definitely off course.
Hey,
Hey, we're getting blown off here.
5 Echo Golf, turn right, direct heavy. Right, direct heavy, 5 Echo Golf. And 5 Echo Golf Senior was on about a 5 to 6 mile final on a 2,000 feet to pick up the runway. 5 Echo Golf, thanks. Attention 5 Echo Golf, change advisory frequency is approved. Port cancellation IFR in the air. This frequency, you're on the ground 128.0 with Rockford approach. LNS 558, contact tower 120.4.
We're 4 miles at 272.
Accurate here for a hotel.
Take a look at this. If this is Moline and we're going 272 in this direction, then we were like somewhere out here. Now this is assuming that the airport was actually built in the right place. It should be, because I checked the coordinates prior to flying, so
10,000. Good morning. 10,000 off for the 43401. The last arrival into the Quad Airport at Phenom reported 6,600 about 10 minutes ago. Boy 3401, contact Chicago Center, 118.75. Good day. 1875 data for the 3401. Air Shuttle 5997, Quad City departure radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn right direct Quincy VOR. 10,000.
well, we'll get there.
Shuttle 5997, contact Chicago Center, 135.6. Have a nice day.
So let me show you what we're going to do here. We're going to come in basically around the 270 radio, and then immediately once we get close enough, we might be close enough now, we're going to change to the 220 radio. Okay, that should get us to Quad City.
Good morning, John Deere 91.5, Contact 4050 heading. John Deere 93, Quad City Park, good morning, radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn left direct Waterloo. 10,000, left turn Waterloo, John Deere 92. John Deere 92, any trouble hearing this receiver transmitter on my end? Sounds good. Very good. 613 Bravo Alpha, get 10 left weather. King Air 3 Bravo Alpha, deviation 30 degrees left right, west through. Alright, 30 degrees left to right.
I think that's it. So I think that was the airport that we saw that was behind us. I think that's the one. Except we're not at a radio that is 220, so that might be it. That would be about right. So that's another airport. Let's change our course to 220. That was too far.
Citation 0, Lamento, contact Chicago Center, 118.75, good morning. 1875, 0, Lamento, good morning. And we went in at 4800 solid flare. Right. Wind 455, line of moderate and heavy precipitation, starting about 10 miles northwest of the Moline VOR, extending additionally about 10 miles southeast of the Moline VOR. MP45 Papa, clear direct Peoria. 26355. Twin 26355, flying first bus, Delta 2965. And Command 245 Papa, to your
I think that's it.
be able to accept a route of direct Peoria, direct to destination. And 455 is cleared to the I-69 airport, direct
And I don't think that's it.
Maintain 7,000.
Okay.
And 455 read that correct, and that route will at least get you through the weather in my
Because there's no other airport over there.
But that route looks good to my
That other one I think is Galesburg.
Here, 74 Tango, showing you entering an area of, there's a light, moderate, and heavy precipitation. Light starting present position for the next 10 miles, then it goes to moderate for about 8 miles. There is an area of
I'm going to have to go completely west.
And about 15 miles, 5 miles in diameter, and then it goes back to moderate after
I think that's Port City. That can't be the airport.
We go lower, we're kind of right on the bottom, and then Delta.
Man, talk about getting lost.
695, walk 3234. Just for your planning purposes, if you're going to keep you on this heading for about 20 miles and then kind of box you back around towards KPIA, give me enough space.
This seems a little off course too.
205 to 4,000. Direct Waterloo, and we had just a pin there about 400. Quad City departure, radar contact, line maintain 10,000. 10,000, Bravo. GTA 7 Bravo Alpha contact.
This would be the direction of Galesburg.
1875, see ya. 1875, Bravo, go on.
Where the heck is that airport at? We're flying around in circles here.
Station 5 Echo Golf, stand by, discussion maintain 2,400.
Folks, this isn't right. Let's use 109. I'm going to use to tune into the Galesburg one. 109.8. And let's set this at a radius of, or radio 340. That should get us there.
Echo Golf, turn right direct heavy. Right direct heavy, 5 Echo Golf. And 5 Echo Golf, here was on about a 6 mile final on a 2,000 feet to pick up another. 5 Echo Golf, thanks.
Nope. Okay, let's see where we're at. I've got these.
5 Echo Golf, change advisory frequency is approved. Forecast stage 9 far in the air. This frequency, you're on the ground 1, 2.
Okay, I've got these centered. Let's take a look and see where we're at on the map. Okay, so Quad City, where we would have to go 225 to go from it. Okay, so 2322. We're looking right here, okay? So somewhere this direction. Now Galesburg is 314, which puts us about here. So I guess we're past it. We would have to turn back around this direction. Holy crap. How come we're having problems trying to find this thing? We had to have passed right over it. The VOR radio must not be set up exactly. Okay, if we're here, let's tune in. We'll tune in Galesburg. We'll take the... What about Burlington? Burlington is 1114. This is weird. This is really weird. Okay, let's try it. 340. Let's see if we can... Wait a minute, here's Port City. Let's try tuning in to Port City at 095. Yeah, let's try that.
8.0 with Rockford approach.
I have a kitty in here that might be causing problems. Go lay down, boy. Based on that VOR, maybe that's it. The one over there in the distance? Or that's it.
Contact tower 120.4.
We'll find out. If this needle starts to center when we get closer to that, then that's it. That's Quad City. Go lay down. Come on. Come over here. Right up here.
Archer 04 Hotel.
There you go.
Direct to Scola, runway 1 at Bravo clear to takeoff.
Just to take off 1 at the Bravo, make the right turn direct to Scola for 04 Hotel.
We'll figure this out. We can do this without a GPS.
3401 at 255,000. Boy, 3401, quantity departure radar contact, climb maintain 10,000. Good morning. 10,000 off for 3401. Boy, 3401, the last
Quad City should have 3 runways. Will you go lay down?
About 10 minutes ago.
Go lay down.
Boy, 3401, contact Chicago Center, 118.75, good day. 1875, maybe on for the 3401. Air Shuttle 5997, Quad City departure radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn right direct Quincy VOR. 10,000, right, direct. Shuttle 5997, contact Chicago Center, 135.6, have a nice day.
Oh, crap. I tuned in the wrong thing.
Thunder 92, Quad City Park, good morning, radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn left direct Waterloo.
This is the one that we need to keep an eye on.
Thunder 92, any trouble hearing this receiver transmitter on my end? That's up, good. Very good. 612 Bravo, get 10 left weather. King Air 3 Bravo off at deviation 30 degrees left right, force through. Alright, 30 degrees left to right, 30 degrees Bravo.
250.
Yeah, 3 Bravo off the contact Chicago Center, 118.
I think that's it. What? What? Come here. Go sit down. You have a chair over there. Well, you do. What, you want to lay down? There's room right here. That is along, oops. This is along the lines of where, wait, it's right in front of us. That's the city. That's the airport. That's got to be the airport. Let's go ahead and start our descent. I think this is it, right in front of us. There's too many dots over on that white thing for that to be it. This one in front of us, though, has a green dot.
Citation 0, Wing Echo, contact Chicago Center, 118.75, good morning. 1875, 0, Wing Echo, good morning. And we went in at 4800 solid layer. Right. Wind 455, line of moderate and heavy precipitation, starting about 10 miles northwest of the Moline VOR, extending additionally about 10 miles southeast of the Moline VOR.
Whoa, 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 whoa. See, boy, I'm hitting turbulence.
Cleared direct Peoria. 26355.
You a snot.
Put the 26355, launch first bug Delta 2965. And Command 2455, I see your RNAV equipped. Would you be able to accept a route of direct Peoria direct to destination?
Problem is I have no idea how far away we are from it.
Clear to the I-69 airport, direct Peoria, direct, maintain 7,000.
We're going to have to visually go in.
I know there's another system down to the southeast, but that route looks good to my airspace. Senior 71 Tango, showing you entering an area of, there's a light, moderate, and heavy.
Looks like more airports up there.
Starting to press position for that 10 miles, then it goes to moderate for about 8 miles. There is an area of heavy at 12 o'clock and about 15 miles, 5 miles in diameter, and then it goes back to moderate after that.
Yep, that's an airport. How many runways? We should see 3 of them. Let's slow down here. That was like too many flaps. Just for your planning purposes, you're going to keep you on this heading for about 20 miles and then kind of box you back around towards KPIA. Give me enough space. Departure jet 19 above goes 2,200 pounds, 4,000. Direct Waterloo, and we have just a thin stud layer about 400. Fun, sir. Requesting departure, inter contact line maintain 10,000. 10,000, Bravo. GPS 7 Bravo up to contact Chicago Center, 118.75. See ya. 75, Bravo, go on. 7875, Echo call, 10,500, correction maintain 2,400. 643, 7 o'clock, pretty fast. I know the landing gear's not down.
4307, contact runway 9 turn right back to the hotel 2. Runway 9 back to the hotel. Okay, back next to runway 9, the hotel 2, hotel 2. 4307. Okay, 4307, we have your release is 39 to 41, time now is 31.5. Try to see Roger, what do you do closing? Assistant Company Roger, doesn't look like there's another airman about it yet, but you're through on Juliet. How long will you need to get off there?
We're going to land and we're going to check our coordinates.
No airman about it. Assistant Company Roger, and look at the NOTAM. Looks like it just popped up to Juliet if you want to go out on Juliet. You're approved on Juliet. Everything. Sharp 997, tower, turn right heading 130, runway 9X, take up. Right there, 1301, runway 965.
We're getting too low. And we're coming in too fast. I only see 2 runways. I don't think this is it. Man, we are coming in quick. Let's take a look at our map view here. Okay. That's right, we gotta turn this off. Come on. I guess I can't zoom out. Well, I can't see nothing if I can't zoom out.
Tri-City 1 approved in the safe here, runway 13. Contact departure to 1.
Holy heck, I can't freaking zoom in or zoom out. I can't tell where we're at. This is annoying. Alright, let's take a look at our coordinates. We're at 16978.055, or let's not worry about that. 16978.15522. Now, if we pull up this, I did check this. I typed in the coordinates for Quad City, which is where? There it is, right here. 17011-15736. This isn't it. This is not the airport. Oh, crap. Where is that thing at? Try the Cedar Rapids for Cedar Rapids.
Station 890 Lima Echo Quad City Tower, turn right heading 180, runway 900 Echo, clear for takeoff.
Cedar Rapids is 114.10.
Talk to you later. Fox City Tower, flight jet 519 with you 10 miles out on ILS 27. Flight jet 519.
We're not at City.
Runway 27.
We're not at Cedar Rapids.
0 at 11, just 18 for the land. Flight jet 519, cleared to land 27. Copy.
312. So back course is 13.
Jet 7 Bravo Echo, appreciate bases at top report to departure, contact departure. Good day. And we'll coast up over departure, so long. King Air 7 Uniform Tango, change advisory frequency is approved for cancellation on IFR in the air. This frequency, you're on the ground 128.0 with Rockford approach.
4228.
207 cross winter. Cross the airport data information officers now current, wind 2505, altimeter 2965. Field VFR. That's 1-5 Mike, do you have onboard weather today? 5 Mike, roger, I'm showing area of light, moderate, heavy precipitation. The light starts after 12 o'clock at about 20 miles. About 5 miles after that it goes to moderate. Another 10 miles after that is where the heavy is, and that's about 20 miles along the route of flight there. Just 519, Quad City Tower, runway 31 from Kilo 12, flight runway heading, cleared for takeoff.
We're at Port City.
519, contact port. 519, you want this perfect?
Let's use another resource here. .5. Man, what the heck?
Tower, proceed full length runway 27, cross to the midfield.
Look how close we are. There's got to be a city here, or an airport. Alright, let's change this to a radio of... Where are we at? 108.8. We were saying 9.5. We want to go east.
A70 turn right heading 010.
I think we can take this runway and we'll try to catch that.
A70 turn left heading 330. 970 left hand turn heading 280 going a little 5 feet. Positive 970. 10 level 6 quarters, approved in the KPIA runway 31, hold towards midfield. Runway 275.
We're going to find this airport.
1,000 from the west clouds, tested up for 7. I'll be 70 on the first 27.
Whatever's at this airport seems interesting. with whatever that stuff is. Oh, trees. Do you see that? Let's try not to hit it. What if we follow the street lights? Maybe that's Moline up there. I think that flashing thing up there is the airport. It's a beacon of some sort.
Right there, head 240, still right, almost at 49. Okay. Negative all right, over there, close, can't get the terminal that way. Okay.
I know we're off our vector here, but
change my frequency 124.25.
I don't think this airport is where it should be. See, there's nothing that goes out that way. There's no road or anything. These roads go somewhere. Oops. What did we do? We didn't do anything. Is that an airplane?
Copy one, copy to the gate of lead 77. Singapore 2 Bravo, you're 5 miles per day, it's flighting 280. Maintain 2,300 till status on localizer, cleared ILS on 27. 7 foot ILS, 27 for Fort Drilling. Go, contact ground 100. That's on this, so somebody else on that. 688 Fox 2 ground, runway 27, takes to be Charlie Alpha, cross runway 20 first. Charlie Alpha,
Quad 6 Tower, King Air 3742 Bravo, Iowa 27.
King Air 3742 Bravo, Quad 6 Tower, runway 27, circle line.
I don't think these vores are placed in the exact spot that they should be.
Alpha, approach. Water Key 4688, Quad 3 Tower, proceed direct to Iowa City VOR, runway 27, clear for takeoff. Direct Iowa City VOR, 27, Stage 1, Julia, appreciate top stage, 40 to get him. Julia.
Okay, 1 Julia Lima, we got a broken layer at the top for 11.7
City.
bases protected, we got another layer below.
Something.
Stage 1, Julia, roger.
Quad City, 101 Julia Lima.
Another part of the
Got the
city.
update on the weather. Go ahead and vectors for the ILS, we'll get the airport site, we'll bring it up.
Stage 1, Julia, roger.
Remember, if we see 3 runways, it should be it.
170 vectors for the final.
Stage 1, Julia, change my frequency 120.7. 1 Julia, roger. Stage 1, Julia, 1 for cancellation of ISR in the air or on the ground, this frequency change to advise the frequency first. Air Shuttle 5998, Quad 3 Tower, runway 9 is clear to land, wind 0505. Air Shuttle 5998, turn left back to Alpha 4, contact ground point 9, have a good night.
That's the Alpha 4 or ground point 9.
Air Shuttle 5998, still dark.
River. We have to cross the river to get to Quad City. See, we couldn't see that before because it was too dark. Take a look here. Although this doesn't make sense. We're, what, 9 miles from Port City? Of course, there may be another river. I mean, this is the Commodore 64 map. Oh, man. I've never been this lost before. This is the Mississippi.
Place no Delta currency, punch out them at 3014.
I'm beginning to wonder if that is the city. Which direction are we going?
Okay, 42 off cross 9235. citation 890 Lima Echo is outside scratch. Citation 890 Lima Echo Quad Sky runway 9 clear to land. Clear to land, runway 9 Lima Echo.
It's not an airport. No, that's the city. Damn.
Station reported at 1,300 and the wind is 050. Citation 0 Lima Echo, taxi parking via Echo Kilo, crossing like 23 district. I'm with 4110, citation just landed about 2 minutes ago, set bases of 1,300. That works for you. 246, runway 9 clear to land.
What the heck? Where are we?
Wind 0207.
That's not it. Is this going up or down? No, we're going towards it.
Aircraft services to the Quad City Tower and the Peoria
There's something over here.
at this time. Quad Skyway services are
I saw a
terminated.
green dot.
Aircraft services are available at Chicago Center at 118.75. Any aircraft requires special assistance, please advise. Aircraft services to the Quad City Tower and approach the solar resumes at this time.
No,
Quad
that's
services
just
are
part of
available.
the
Any
city.
aircraft requiring special assistance, please advise. 290 Kelly Sierra.
Holy heck, man.
Started out a little scratchy. It's 5x5. Should have been this flight.
Getting a little frustrated. Alright. That's not it.
Convoy 3401, via arrival into Oaken, Mr. Bradford 7, rest of Rebecca correct. Convoy 3401, response to return to you. Yeah, go ahead. Convoy 3401, south on Chicago, and they're going to bend the 3-router flight. Just about the regular traffic. Yeah, go ahead for 3401. Convoy 3401, take the Chicago O'Hare Airport via Wynette intersection, Victor 8, tried intersection for the same one arrival O'Hare, and representative from Intl. Alright, so Wynette Victor 8 tried to Shingle on board at 3401. Convoy 3401.
That's too far. Oh man, this makes absolutely no sense.
0353 That's all. 800 close down there. I lost someone.
No, we're going towards it. This...
I know, clear the line.
Okay.
That might be in half 1 Convoy 3401, affirmative. You know, go ahead. There's no guidance over after 900. Yeah, we're right at about 900, 920, something like that. But there's, you know, up and down.
We're way off course.
Yeah, good, good. 13401, the holding short of 9 on the Juliet. Runway 3401, flight 2 guys, that takes 0989, 590. That's
We'll stay on this course here until we can... If we get these centered... Of course, the airport's going to be hard to see now with this texture.
New release window for you. The release window is between 28 and 30. Time now is 22 and 1 half. Shop 3401.
I'm determined I'm going to find this airport.
Hotel 2, Hotel 2. Good, 4307. And your release is 39 to 41. Time now is 3:01.5. 5 Echo Golf, turn right direct, heavy. Right direct, 55 Echo
This
Golf.
is moving.
And 5 Echo Golf, King here was on about a 5 to 6 mile final out of 2,000 feet to pick up another. 5 Echo Golf, thanks. That's 5 Echo Golf, change advisory frequency is approved. 4 cancellation IFR in the air. This frequency, you're on the ground 128.0 with Rockford approach.
Atlanta 558, contact now 120.4.
558, Atlanta 558.
Pretty sure it's not 16 miles away. So we're going to tune into the back course here.
Arthur 04 Hotel. Proceed direct to SCOA. Runway 14 left at Bravo clear to takeoff.
That's a takeoff 1 left at Bravo, make the right turn direct to SCOA for 04 Hotel.
So we're going to follow this. And see if this... See when this crosses over.
Good morning, Convoy 3401 is 255,000.
I wonder if this is it.
1 quantity departure radar contact, climb maintain 10,000. Good morning. 10,000 off 43401. 43401, the last arrival into the quantity airport of Phenom reported 6,600 about 10 minutes ago. Roger.
I'm having a blizzard.
Boy 3401, contact Chicago Center, 118.7.
I had it delivered to me.
75
In the air, you know, it was air service. Alright, there's something there in front of us. What the heck is going on with this plane?
Air Shuttle 5997, Squawk City departure radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn right direct, Quincy DOR. 10,000, right direct. Shuttle 5997, contact Chicago Center, 135.6, have a nice day. Departure 2-1 at 191.5, comfort 405.
Okay, we hit the turbulence and we bounced right back up.
Morning radar contact, maintain 10,000, turn left direct Waterloo. 10,000, one turn Waterloo, John 9. See any trouble hearing this receiver transmitter on my end? Sounds good. Very good. 613 Bravo, Alpha gets 10 miles weather. King Air 3 Bravo, Alpha deviation 30 degrees left to right, works through. Alright, 30 degrees left to right, 30 degrees on Alpha.
Down. Get below the freaking turbulence.
King Air 3 Bravo, Alpha contact Chicago Center, 118.75, advise me to be deployed. Alright, 118.75 left now for
So there's something green up there. And I don't mean the beacon. There's something right there. There's a green... Like maybe that's where the airport is sitting?
10,000 Roger, what do you be closing? 52 company, Roger, There's another airman about it, yes, but you're approved on Juliet. How long will we need to get off?
It's like having popcorn or something. I'm like
Track 32, yeah, we just looked it up. There's nothing
in
on
suspense
the
here.
airman about it. 52 is definitely Roger, and looking at them. Looks like it just popped up to Juliet if you want to go out on Juliet. You're approved on Juliet.
The city disappeared.
That's fine. Traffic 997, tower, turn right heading 130, runway 9X, take off. Right there, 130, runway 9X.
I don't think that's it. No, it's not. .271 radio. It's like over here somewhere. And we're on a 9.5. I know we're going the back course at 275, which this is the river right here. We're still not going towards it. Turn around.
Traffic 997, contact 131. Traffic 1 coming to go. Traffic 1 coming through the hotel.
I'm positive that the scenery is in here. As far as the airport. Like I said, normally the normal version of Flight Simulator 5.1 does not have Quad City. But someone, well, the Bob fellow, did the airports. And he included this one. Unless there's something going on with the textures. That's covering up the airport. I got a Reese's Outrageous Blizzard. Chocolate and peanut butter is my thing. Alright.
170.13. Quad City Tower, Flight 519 with you, 10 miles out on ILS 27. Flight 519, Quad City Tower, runway 27.
See, we're hearing Quad City Tower. Now, that doesn't mean that we're close. I had just moved over the wave files for arrival for Quad City, and that's why you're hearing that. That's because we're below 2,000.
This frequency, you're on the ground 128.0 with Rockford approach.
Now we'll get switched to tower once I put my flaps down and my gear down. Doesn't matter where we're at.
Quad City Airport Data Commission Officers now current wind 2505 up to 2965. You'll be fine. Princess 15, Mike, do you have onboard weather today?
No, I don't.
I'm showing area of light moderate heavy precipitation. The light starts at 12 o'clock at about 20 miles. About 5 miles after that it goes to moderate. Another 10 miles after that is where the heavy is, and that's about 20 miles along the route of flight there.
I didn't think this flight would take so long. Man, I hope the other ones don't take this long. I'm trying not to get lost.
Just 519, Quad City Tower, runway 31 from Kilo 12, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff. Just 519, contact departure. 519, going to the first.
The vector that we're on should take us right to the airport. It should.
207 Tower, proceed full length runway 27, cross to the midfield. Turn right heading 016.
I'm in full concentration mode now.
Good 970, near left hand turn heading at 280, going to low flight speed. Positive 970. Ten level 642, cruising the KPIA runway 31, hold short to midfield. Runway 27 approach. Southern from the west clouds, test up towards 70. I'll leave an 870 on the first 27.
Some kind of beacon over here. What is that?
Contact ground 100. That's the end, the lead, turn right heading 240, going left left. Right turn heading 240, going all the way 3490. Well, clear. Negative, all in. Over there, close. Can't get the terminal that way. Okay. Station 2 is up, change my frequency 124.25. Quad City Tower, good. Board and envoy 3492. Runway 3492, Quad City Tower, runway 27, third line. Runway 27, third line. 870, turn left on runway 5 and cross the midfield intersection, no question. 870, turn left, Charlie 1, take this one here, Charlie 1, okay. Tommy 1, Tommy, Lubricator, lead 770.
So these readings don't make sense.
Bravo, you're 5 miles to K, flight 280, maintain 2,300 kill status on the localizer, cleared ILS on a 27. Establish code ILS 27 approach, 40 Bravo. Go, contact ground 100. 688 Squad City ground, runway 27, taking you Charlie Alpha, cross runway 23 approach. Charlie Alpha,
Squad 6 Tower, King Air 3742 Bravo, Iowa 27.
King Air 3742 Bravo, Club 8 Tower, runway 27, clear to land.
27 clear to land, 40 Bravo.
Base 2 at T Alpha, approach. Water P 4688, Squad C Tower, proceed direct to Iowa City VOR, runway 27, clear for takeoff. Direct Iowa City VOR, 27, runway.
See, we're coming back in this direction. I think we were over here before. Well, about ready to land at any airport and just say, hey man, just tow us over there to Quad City. Not like this map really helps. See, I'm looking at this map. It's probably hard to see. I know, it's in this Flight Simulator 5 book.
Okay, 1 Kilo Lima, we got broken layers and tops for 11.7, bases for 10-10.
Now it's facing the other way.
Pitch 1 William, roger.
Quad City, 101 Kilo Lima. I just got the update on the weather. Go ahead and vectors for the ILS. We'll get the airport side. We can bring it up.
Pitch 1 Lima, roger. Flying 170 vector final first foot.
Any 170 vectors for the final.
Pitch 1 Lima, change my frequency 120.7. 1 Lima, roger. Pitch 1 Lima, pump cancellation of our car in the air or on the ground. That's frequency change to 5 frequency bridge.
It shouldn't be 2. It should be from. This don't make any sense. The VORs are not sitting in the right spot.
Company 998, still dark. Gallus 4212, turn left heading 180. Gas
is that freaking possible? They're not in the right spot. That's why we can't freaking find it. This should say from, not to. This would suggest that we passed it.
Chicago Center, 118.75, good morning. 1875, your Rebecca, good morning. And we went in at 4,800 solid layer. Ready? 4555, line of moderate and heavy precipitation, starting about 10 miles northwest of the Moline DOR, spinning additionally about 10 miles southeast of the Moline DOR. And Command 455, I see your RNAV eclipse. Would you be able to accept
Okay, I have an idea.
Peoria directed destination?
If we go over here and look up, where are you, Quad City? Okay. I don't know if you can. It's right here. This is the ILS 110.5. We have got to be flying around here to where we should be able to tune this in. What is this? What is 120.65? I think that's ATIS. So we're going to tune this in, and then we're going to center our needle and fly directly towards it. So 110.
X455 clear to the I-69 airport, direct Peoria, direct, maintain 7,000. X455 read back correct.
I thought that came up.
At least get you through the weather in my airspace. I know there's another system down to the southeast. But that route looks good in my airspace.
It's 5.
Okay, that's showing you entering an area of there's a moderate heavy precipitation. Flight starting press position for the next 10 miles, then it goes to moderate for about 8 miles. There is an area of heavy at 12 o'clock and about 15 miles, 5 miles in diameter. Then it goes back to moderate after that.
Oh, nice. We get the distance, but we're not getting the needle. Let's see, does this change at all? 9.2, we're going the other way.
695, walk 3234. And so this side, for your planning purposes, you're going to keep you on this heading for about 20 miles and then kind of box you back around towards KPIA.
Maybe it's near the city over there. Let's go by the city.
Direct Waterloo, and we had just a discovery about 400. Closing departure, radar contact line, maintain 10,000. 10,000, Bravo. GPS 7 Bravo, contact Chicago Center, 118. 8.75, clear. 1875.
We got movement.
5855, Echo Golf, 10,000, Crescent, maintain 2,400. 5 Echo Golf, turn right, direct heavy. Right, direct heavy, 5 Echo Golf. And 5 Echo Golf Senior was on about a 5 to 6 mile final on a 2,000 feet to pick up the runway. 5 Echo Golf, thanks.
We're at 7 miles. We're going in the right direction. We're getting closer to it.
Okay, 5 Echo Golf, change advisor frequency is approved. Full cancel IFR in the air. This frequency, you're on the ground 128.0 with Rockford approach.
Atlanta 558, contact tower 120.4.
5 Power, Atlanta 558.
Well, I think you've heard all the WAV files now for approach. There's something gray right here. You see that? That might be the airport?
Archer 04 Hotel. Proceed direct to SCOA. Runway 10 left at Bravo, clear for takeoff.
If the takeoff 10 left at Bravo, make the right turn direct to SCOA for 04 Hotel.
6 miles. If we're 6 miles away, that would be about right. $5 miles. This thing should be able to tune in by now. No. There's green and red there. That's it. That has got to be it. We're going to start our approach. Or descent. And I think I see 3 of them. One here, and maybe another one right there. It's like the sound is like cutting in and out.
Flight 519, launch approach, altimeter 2962, expect ILS on 27. And the altimeter 2962, expect ILS 27.
Come on, I'm looking for flipping runway here. Okay, I think...
42 dog cross 9235.
I think that's one right there in front of us. Not this one. This one over here. But we need to seriously...
Plus 6 towers, citation 890, Echo is up on track. Citation 890, land Echo plus runway 9, cleared land. Cleared land, runway 9.
This has got 3 runways. This has got to be it. This is the one.
Speed is reported at 1,300.
Dang it, we're landing at this one.
Citation 0 lane Echo, stack to parking via Echo, Kilo, crossing like 23 to 6.
I'm I'm not playing, man. 2 miles. We're 2 miles away. Yeah, this is it. Of course, we're coming in at an angle. What the heck?
Number 4110, citation just landed about 2 minutes ago. Set spaces were 1,300.
I can't center up on this thing. It's the wind. The wind is blowing us. Okay. Looks like there's terminals over there. This is weird.
T46 to 3 points, runway 93 long. Wind 0207.
It's parked by the terminals.
Aircraft services for the Quad City Tower and approach control are terminated at this time. Class Charlie services are terminated. Air traffic services are available at Chicago Center at 118.75. Any aircraft requires special assistance, please advise. Aircraft services for the Quad City Tower and approach control are resumed at this time. Class Charlie services are available. Any aircraft requiring special assistance, please advise. B90 Charlie Sierra, how do you hear this transmission? Started out a little scratchy. It's 5x5. Should have been just fine.
Heavy, stay on the ramp, and after you pass the Commodore satellite, transition to the outer, taxi runway 25 right. Philippine 107. Southwest 32 Alpha, ready to hangar. That's roll 32 Alpha, make the left turn on Tango, right turn at 49, but hold short of uniform. 32 Alpha.
I'm assuming one of these is a... No, that's not a taxiway. Alright, okay, we're gonna cross into the dirt. Check out the sign. I'm assuming that's a Chevron. We need gas. After flying all over the place, we need gas. We're getting gas. That is cool that that's turning around.
Making a 905 pound rate to taxi KPIA 30 voice turn left on the ramp 25. Ground bus E21 from TWA hangar. Bus approved. Roger. Philippine 106, can we make a right turn here? That's correct. Okay. Canada 793 Heavy is clearly active for 21. Canada 793 Heavy, taxi to the gate.
Clearance, good morning, number 4503, IFR Chicago with number 4503, Fox City Clearance, 74 route transport this morning, cleared to Chicago O'Hare Airport via Wynette intersection, Whiskey Yankee November Echo Tango, Victor 8, Yankee intersection, Bravo Echo November Kilo Yankee, Bradford 7 arrival. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect 13,000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.95, squawk 4303.
Number 4503, on here for the direct YNet with November into Tango. Victory, thanks. Bravo, Echo, November, Kilo Yankee, Bradford 7 arrival. Out of 4,000, expect 100,000, 10 minutes after departure, March 61.95, 4303 on the clock.
Number 4503.
Hey, we got fuel.
Roger, later, thank you.
All right. We're going to check on these coordinates.
The Chicago O'Hare Airport via YNet intersection.
Okay. Here's the coordinates. 17011, 15732. Find quad. Here it is. Right there. 17011, 15736. We're here, man. Ha 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 ha. We are here.
Whiskey Yankee November Echo Tango.
Wow.
Yankee
Oh, look.
Bravo Echo.
There's some
November,
dynamic scenery here.
Bradford 7 arrival. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect 15,000, 1 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.95, squawk 5307. Skyline 4307, positive clearance of a full route transfer this morning. Cleared to the Detroit Central Airport via direct Janesville VOR.
Congratulations.
Victor Lima, direct Badger VOR, Bravo Alpha Echo, direct Corzo intersection, Papa, Oscar, Romeo, Zulu Lima for the Rock City 1 arrival. Climb and maintain 4,000, expect flight level 270, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 125.95.
Okay, well, we're here at Quad City, finally. Wow. Okay, that was definitely a challenge. All right, well, thanks for joining me, if you actually stayed with me. Hope so. This was an awful long video. But anyway, be sure to check this flight out on the other flight simulators. We won't be as lost. We got better equipment. And, well, other than that, hope to see you on the next flight. I don't think it'll be that complicated like this one was. Alright, see ya. If you thought this flight was interesting, then you might want to check it out on these other flight simulators that you see on your screen. It's just a fun way to relive old memories and see how things changed over the years. Be sure to subscribe to be notified of any new videos, and I'll see you on the next flight.